So starting now and good journey with the small and simple journey. We'll start first and check one of the more examples. The internet journey will start with multi-step. First, we have an option of start with an entry source. Now, let us choose an entry source. It can be any source.
Mayur, can you just repeat the steps again?
Yeah, they've just not started. Nothing much. We just entered the journey builder from here, right?
Okay.
Just entered and we clicked on the option to create new journey at the top right, and we have selected this option, create new journey. You can see on the top right. It's multi-step journey we have selected. First, we have an option to select the data sources, entry sources. We can choose any entry source depending upon our use case and what is available. Cloud pages are a part of SFMC platform only. We'll check that. They're defined at a separate place. Let me show you. API event is when you want to trigger any event-based entry source, and this can be tested using Postman as well. There are APIs in the SFMC documentation which can help you with this. And other sources like event and mobile event. Now, let us start with data extension. We'll check with others soon. So, cloud page is somewhere, say, Web Studio, and we can create our own cloud pages as well, and they can act as a source, entry source for the journey, similarly to what you have in the data extension. So, it is very similar to that. There are already cloud pages created here. You can see, and create new ones also. So let us start with the deposit. Just have to drag and drop your basically. Now you click on it and select the data source. Let's expand this. Open. Let's check the data, how many records are there inside this data extension.
So by selecting this data extension, we will be calling out all the contacts or subscribers that are in, right?
Yes. So it has one record, and that will act as an input for this journey. And wherever we want to send an email, it will trigger an email to this email.
Correct. Correct. Get it.
Okay. From this record in data extension, so data extension can have multiple records, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Records
Yes.
are the rows, and data extension is the table. And this has the email which will be used eventually. And now we can choose the mail. Here you want to send the mail. Okay. Let us create a new mail. If you want to use an existing mail, you can use select message. There will be already templates which will be created. No problem. You can use them as well. So it all depends how you want to implement the solution. It's loading. Let's see. So in Journey Builder, if you want to send an email, it should have an email field. Your data extension should have an email field, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now we got the screen for creating a new email. Many cases we have an SMS also. We can use this field in some cases to send SMS also, and this to use as an email. And it can use a text only. Email properties. Welcome Journey Builder. Like this. And then we can go next.
Mayur,
From a screen where, yeah, any addition.
um, yeah, if you go to the define properties again, there are some parameters. So can you just tell me like what is the use of that parameter one, two, and three, four?
So, okay, you mean this, right?
Yeah, yeah, that one. That.
So these are to make the email dynamic. Like this is similar to your AMP scripting. Like I'm sending a mail, hi user. User can be any user, right? And if I want
Mhm.
his name to be printed, it can be Vishal.
Correct.
So these are all dynamic parameters to make it dynamic and more personalized.
So do we need to add that AMP script code here in the parameter section, or we
No,
can directly add it into the HTML code?
no, it is not mandatory. If you want, you can add. Otherwise, not.
So it's only specific to AMP script, we are using this parameter.
Yes.
So,
You can enter strings here. Yes, you can enter AMP script here like UTM underscore scores equal to double percentage and the name of your uh,
like the first name, like dear first name.
yes. First name is just an example. It can be anything. It can be
It can be anything, right? Right. So
yes,
basically, it's used for a personalization thing. Like if we want to
yes,
personalize the
and
mail, then
maximum and a maximum of 5 attributes are allowed.
okay. But yeah, in the email body, we can add multiple personalizations, right?
Yes, yes,
Not
yes, yes.
not only five,
Yeah,
but to define the parameters, only five parameters we can define. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear. Thanks.
Going in the next is just the content. You can enter here the text and this is the email body.
I think it's required that email footer, like
Right.
unsubscription and preference data link. That's why that is available.
So color to the section. Somehow it is not showing that data extension and we can select it.
Hi Mayur, this is Shruti. I'm not sure where you got stuck here.
Come again.
So, are you fine here or did you stuck somewhere? I just joined the call, I'm not sure. I know I saw the error message, then after that I was just watching.
No, I think we're
So, you're building a journey. Okay, got it.
so we have selected a data extension and dragged an email here. So earlier it was gray in color to all of you, and email now since we have configured it, we have configured the template, created a new email, and added the content in it, text, simple text-based email, and yeah. Now there is an option to schedule. Once you click it, you'll see these two options: run once, recurring, and automation. First, we're selecting the run one. Okay. We have it is lots of activities. We can change the duration here in terms of days, minutes. If someone does not purchase, this is a waiting period, paid by duration. It can be anything, minutes, hours, days, weeks. So depending on your use case, you can configure these options. Let's say if someone has not purchased a product for 2 weeks and you want to send for 2 weeks, you can configure that one. So data extension is done, schedule, email, minutes. If you want, you can validate this and activate this. On validation, it will show some of the errors if there are any. Save it right now. Validate. So these are some of the journey settings, and wherein you can define. There are some settings out of the box available. You can configure it according to your own needs. For example, if someone wants to re-enter the journey, they can re-enter. If you don't want someone to re-enter, you can choose this no re-entry option. And if you want that someone should re-enter only after exiting, then you can choose this option, last third one. And anytime you want re-entry, so you can choose second option. Yeah, entry email attribute from entry source will be email attribute from entry source will be email, and you can also use your phone number which you have in the data extension, and this option is for the data analytics. Data analytics is a different field altogether, which is used to study the customer behavior. Just save this before we validate.
So Mayur, question here. So before activating that journey, we can do a round of testing, right? So just make sure like the flow works fine or no, right? Because I can see that test option is there beside the validate button. So it's basically the same, right?
Again,
Uh, I'm saying like we also have that test button beside the validate button. So when we click on that, so it will do a round of testing before making it active, right?
yes,
Just
yes.
to check flow if it's working fine, like if
Mainly,
it's
yeah, you can save it, and on top of that, second is validation. Validation will give you some outer box errors, like just now we missed sources, and now we are having another issue. And after that, you can activate it. Once you activate it, and there will be an option to run. We have selected the run once option, if you remember in the schedule. So that will only run once, and once it runs, what it do is it will pick that email from the data extension and then send an email of this type, of this template.
yeah, I got that process, but my question was, can we also do a testing because there is a test button, right? So uh, let's say before activating this journey, we can do a testing on our side, right? To just make sure like whether the flow that we have added over here in the camera, so that works fine, right?
Yes,
Am I right?
yes.
Okay.
There is a test mode and which you can test, which allow you to validate, allow you to run. It lets you confirm if it is behaving the way uh, you expect it.
Correct, correct.
And this is known as journey testing. We have to fix this issue when it is saying that we will do cross validation. So are you able to understand what is the error? In mail, we need to do some configuration.
I think you
Every
have
mail,
added that footer, right? Because earlier I couldn't see that footer and that sender detail.
basically every mail in SFMC should have an unsubscribe. There is an email standard in the message configuration. That is, The content it was saying that unsubscribe link is missing. We'll try and add it. Let's open email studio. Searching for our template. And we have an option to edit content. Now we'll go in the content. Option to add unsubscribe somewhere.
Here. Yes.
Yes, unsubscribe center.
Subscriber center. What there I think.
This could be fine. Can move it at the last. Go to the journey builder. Now we can go to validate. We have added the unsubscribe. So once validation is successful, it will give you an option like message prepare to take off, something like that. And after that, we are to go.
Mayur, I think it should also require the preference center method.
The requirement.
It also required that preference center, I think, because even in earlier sessions when we created these templates, we used to add that preference center and
Profile center.
profile center. Correct, correct.
Okay.
And that physical address is also required.
Email address was sent by something like that.
So you can see
Physical
that. You can see that physical mailing address is there. These all are required. Now,
Got you. Save, validate again. So now it is successful. Now we can activate it. So we have done it, and this is now activated. We can stop or pause this. On the right side, we have these 4 options. So there can be multiple versions. If you edit this further, a new version will get added, and you can see all these versions from here in this drop down. And these are some of the additional settings in case you want to modify. Now this is an
oh,
important
Amir, versions means the copy of the same journey.
version means yes. The modified version, like version 1, version 2, version 3. If you edit further the same journey and save it again and again,
Okay. Then it will format also.
it's just like if you work as a programmer, you have version control in SVN or GitHub. You can check in your code base, right? There will be different versions for each file, and each will be tagged to a commit. There will be commit number for each uh, commit code change, and that way. So it's just like maintaining the history. In the event results, you can see this one contact evaluated, which is the because we had only one email in the data extension. So that is why it is showing here as one. Had we got more records here, 2, 3, 4, then this would have been 2, 3, 4, whatever the number is, 4, right?
So Mayur, if I wanted to, see the detailed result, then from where I can check that, like post journey is uh, activated, or that is the only high level view I can see that one record. Okay.
Detailed mean
So
what?
sorry, where you click uh, on the
I
same.
clicked on the number. Wait, just go back. Yes. Here you have the event results.
Okay.
Clicked on event results, then you got the count, contacts evaluated, contacts accepted, entered into the journey. And this is the overall statistics.
Mhm.
Till when it will trigger? Like,
Right. So in the settings, we had defined run once, if you remember, when we were scheduling
huh.
it once. So that was just because we are testing
One.
it. Otherwise, you can schedule it as well. No problem.
Okay, no, like yesterday we discussed now that card thing. So we will receiving once we
Okay,
remove
okay.
the items from
Okay.
the card,
So,
then only that will
yeah, yeah, okay.
like
So till when is decided here? In the middle section, this orange section, this is known as flow control. You have given a time of 1 minute here, right?
hmm.
So that card thing, card example, whatever you're saying is, let's say you want it, it can be 2 weeks, then you can enter it accordingly.
Okay.
You can configure it according to your own use case or the problem statement. That is what the intent is. So everything is configurable. Don't be stuck or rigid on one thing. Okay. This email can be changed. This email parameters can be changed. Email format can be changed. This data extension can be changed. Schedule can be changed. Right.
Hmm.
Entry and exit. The concept remains the same. Like there is an entry, there is an exit, and in between you have flow control and different flows, and this is like just like a flow chart, automated flow chart, right?
Yes. And in between we have to add a message, like text message on number. So how we will proceed for that?
Okay.
Like if we want to edit this flow, this
There are options to drag and drop as well,
okay.
and we can create. Let's see.
SMS.
Give me 1 minute. I'm checking my mail whether important or not.
Okay.
Okay. Copy email. Can you see?
Yes.
Whatever text we have entered plus the unsubscribed. Yeah. So, what were you saying? Can you come again? Sorry. Pratika, you were saying something.
Yes, sir. Like we if we have to send a email and like notification through email and message. So I was asking for that.
We'll use this only, right?
So Mayur, her question is like that. Where in simple journey, if we wanted to send email as well as the SMS, so how we can able to do that? Am I right? Ritika?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
You mean to say together?
Hmm.
Together, right. Together, if we want to send email and SMS both. So
Now,
how
as
we
we
can,
just selected email, instead of email, we have to drag that SMS, right? But if we want to send a notification for both, so how we will proceed?
Yeah, you just have to drag the element. It will do it. on its own. You don't have to do anything. You just have to do the configurations. And this SMS thing, you can drag and drop and go back. Just stay on. Fine. Go ahead. Now we'll create a new journey which will have decision split. Decision split is uh, which already has, which will split based on a parameter. One flow will be creating for email and other flow will be for the SMS. We have to use a filter criteria here, which will be email address for data extension. So, Shruti,
Uh, he has yes.
okay. So I've just we can enter the email criteria, filter criteria, and add email is not null. I'm trying to check if we can get the same data extension here. Address is not null. Email can be the same email, and this decision split you can say here is whenever it will be a different flow. Very nice. Whenever you don't have any email as null, it'll go to the SMS. It's the same email we had created previously, same email we have chosen, and in this decision split, we have given a condition if email is not null, and somehow whenever the null, it will move to this flow and it will come on this decision split. With it, we'll rename this decision split as mobile flow. And based on this, we'll be entering any filter criteria. Filter criteria we'll be using in this case will be the mobile number. On a mobile number, it should not be equal to 1. Part is yes. Second part is no. So, yeah, same settings here as well. Yes and no. This is yes and no. You see, if it passes the filter criteria, then it is a yes. If it does not, then no. And similarly for this decision split, if it passes this filter criteria, then it is a yes. And if it does not, it is a no. And like that.
Mayur, it means that once the contact is entered to this journey, the decision split will first check if that contact has an email address. If email is there, then it will send that mail.
Not null. Yeah, email is not null.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If no, then it will directly go to the second decision
So,
split, and there they will
yes.
check for the number.
Yes.
If
yes.
again the number will not there, then they will get accused.
Yes.
If it comes, right?
It will come out. Yes, it will come out. If both are not there, it will come out. It will go like this here, move downwards, further move downwards, and then go slowly exit this. And
Okay.
if you have mobile number, it will go in the middle row. It will trigger your SMS. Now we are configuring the SMS. We just drag the SMS into this flow, right? And the upper flow, the first flow has the email configured. Second one has the SMS. Third one has nothing, right?
Yeah.
And all of this is proceeding in a very structured manner. And the credit goes to decision split.
So in case the contact has both email address and phone number, then
Whatever comes first, it will go into that. Now, see, initially we are checking email first. It just came to my mind. You can configure phone number here as well at the top and email on at the last and the second place, right? So I just configure.
yeah. But can we also do instead of using a two decision split, can we also do it in one, right?
Yes.
Let's say with the single decision split decision
We can send both at once, email and
at
SMS.
once. Okay.
No problem, no problem. So don't be, I'm trying to say, don't be rigid on anything. Just understand the concept and flow and other things you can do. Tomorrow, when you have time, you can take this all and do some hands-on and think of a use case. I'll also think of some, I have a PPT. I'll send you that PPT also. That is just a study material. I'll have 1 or 2 use cases for you guys. You can prepare and you can do some hands-on. That will be really helpful.
Sure. Because if we go with that approach, then we'll be even it will be give us a more clarity from this
Yes,
journey.
hands-on is important. You guys,
Correct.
you can go on a call together, no problem.
Yeah.
And one person can do, or the others can, you can do on a Google Meet or whatever you feel like. and slowly you can do it. No problem. Start with the simple ones. This is simple, right? The
Sir, yeah,
first
this is definitely
Yes.
fine.
first one was just a single line. This is having two different flows. Now it can become more complex. It can have three flows. You understand, right? The way it is
Yeah.
structured.
Yes.
So, uh, so before building any journey, it's just like before coding, you do the algorithm, right? So before
Correct.
building any journey, you break down that journey into steps and design that. Maybe if you want to use a pen and paper, you can design the flow and then
Correct.
use that accordingly, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. So try to use a data extension. Don't use this existing one. You can create a new one. Okay. Enter two
Mm.
more rows into it, and each for each participant. Each one has a phone number. Each one has an email. Right. Enter your credentials and then trigger these things. Right.
Yes.
That way you will have data extension cleared as well. Uh, you will have the concept of primary key, roles, properties, records in data extension, and on top of this, you have these things. Okay, there is a WhatsApp message also now, which got introduced in 2021, and these things they were existing earlier as well. And this personalization, it is a different module. I'll have to check if that is configured into this SFMC instance or not. This is basically marketing cloud personalization, and this allows you to create a group, basically all the boys between 15 to 20 of age, all the ladies uh, less than 25 years of age. That allows you to group the customer. Understand? And
So basically your segmentation, right?
segmentation, exactly. Customer groups, you can also say customer groups, you can also say segmentation, whatever you feel like. These are different words, but the idea is of the personalization and to target the customer audience, specific set of customer audience, right? So this helps in that personalization. And at the last, whatever you are having is these are different products and for Salesforce, Sales and Service Cloud. So
Right.
this
Yeah, it's a sales cloud basically.
it's a Sales Cloud, and you have the access in the same org where you are having that. Do you know Apex, LWC? You have heard those terms? B2B. So Sales
Um,
Cloud access is also there inside that, and you can create the records there, and you can access those records from here. I will check whether it is configured to that instance or not, right? So this is just like uh, hitting the hitting and fetching the data from the Salesforce other instances in the Salesforce ecosystem architecture, right? So let us stop today. We created two journeys today. I'll think of more use cases come up. Tomorrow, you guys do some practice. Try to use maximum ways you can. Don't do similar things. We have done two similar journeys today. Uh, okay.
Yeah. Sure.